truth. I got a jar full of niggas nuts, that's for you.
Talking about the murders of Biggie and Tupac. Now, oh, police. Who do we all think was behind the Tupac thing?
The second time I seen him was at his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody thinks he faked his death. He's not dead.
From claiming that Tupac was essayed in prison to accusing him of getting her fired from the radio, Wendy is back with another set of allegations. And this time, she's alluding to Tupac being Ally Carter's real father. Wendy and Tupac were going at it like crazy up until his death, but no one thought for a second that she would still keep their beef going over 20 years after his death. Ally has also been going on and on about Tupac being her father for a while now, and it looks like she now has someone who will be standing 10 toes behind her. Wendy is barely out of that guardianship she's in, and she's already back to being an absolute menace. Now, for those of y'all who are somehow not up to date about Tupac and Wendy, it all goes back to February 1995, when he was arrested for SA. Now, while he was locked up, Wendy Williams, who we all know was a raging gossip at the time, put her messy boots on and made some humiliating allegations on the radio, claiming that Tupac had been essayed by a fellow inmate. And as you can already imagine, Tupac was mad as hell when he heard that Wendy was sitting on the radio saying these things, because one, it wasn't true, and second, she was single-handedly ruining his street image, all because she wanted a viral story with her name attached to it. He even made a whole diss track called Why You Turn on Me, in which he went off on Wendy, body-shaming her and threatening to put a hit on her if she didn't take back what she said. He rapped, "Said I got pipped in jail, picture that? Revenge is a payback, B. F Wendy Williams and I pray you choke. Fat B can't F with me. I F around and put a hit on your fat behind. I put Jenny Craig on your fat behind, you fat troll. Has anybody ever seen Wendy Williams' fat behind? Why you always wearing spandex, you fat B? I know your kitty stinks, you fat 304. I'm putting Jenny Craig on you. B, I'm about to put a $20,000 hit and put you in a fat farm, you fat B. It's Tupac, so you know who said it."
They make me act like I would act. I'm in jail, they reporting that I'm getting in jail. I'm sitting in jail, just begging on my door going, "Pop! When? Why you ain't say that? What's going on?" Talking about I got in jail. Ain't this?
You did an interview with somebody yesterday today. Right?
Yeah.
Just about that, right?
No, I didn't even talk to them. They got that from somebody else. This other night.
Whew, girl, Wendy really pissed this man off. He was going in on her. Mind you, I literally had to take out some of the things he said because they were too disrespectful. And funny enough, even though Wendy was the one who provoked him into dissing her, she was getting upset and even walking out of interviews when they asked her about it. Girl, what? How do you spread a rumor about someone getting essayed in prison knowing good and well that it didn't happen, then getting mad when you're asked about it? You cannot make this up. You see, at the time when they were asking Wendy about her situation with Tupac, she had already stopped doing radio and moved to daytime television. And even though she was still messy on television, it was nowhere near the level of messiness she was on when she was on radio. So she was upset that interviewers kept asking her about things that happened when she was doing radio, when she had already moved on from radio.
I'm not here as the controversial radio person. I'm here as a talk show host who has graduated from radio with flying colors and a bit of decorum as I'm talking to you today.
But here's what many people don't know. Wendy didn't just leave the radio because she wanted to. She ran out of two reasons. First, she already had her life threatened by Diddy after accusing him of being gay. Then there was the Tupac situation, which, as most of you just heard, he literally threatened to put a $20,000 hit on her. In fact, Wendy admitted that the Tupac situation was what finally made her stop doing radio because it became too risky for her. Anyway, after Tupac died, Wendy stayed away from speaking about him altogether. However, she later revealed in an interview that she was grateful that she had that beef with him because him mentioning her in that song boosted her career big time. Mind you, she and Pac never reconciled their beef, and she never apologized for starting that rumor about him. So the fact that she's saying this is crazy. Without those song mentions, I might not be on TV right now. There is a large segment that may have never heard about me on the radio. And it looks like Wendy might be getting into another beef again, but this time not with Tupac, but his family. This comes after word got around that Wendy had been telling folks behind the scenes that Ally Carter is Tupac's biological daughter. Now, if you've been keeping up with Ally for a while, then you probably know that she has been making these claims herself since 2023. But let me just tell you this, there is no verified DNA proof or acknowledgement from Tupac's family, or any documents proving this to be true. However, she insists that Tupac is her her biological father. Allie claims that Tupac's family deliberately hid any receipts of her being his daughter because they don't want to claim her. In fact, in some of the videos surfacing, she even alleged that she saw Tupac, basically implying that he might be alive.
You won't be able to hide from the public if I do, okay? Anybody that was in my biological family as surrogates, they know damn well what I'm talking about. All of y'all know what I'm talking about. And if something happens to this woman right here, that's the only person that I will ever consider. She is my mother. I know nothing else. So somebody touch my mama, it won't be a Sandra Bland situation. You guys will be seeing us on t-shirts. And I'm down with that because we know where we're going. But if insurance releases insurance, you release everything. And I mean everything. If a song comes on of cleaning out my closet, everybody knows what that means. So I want to tell you now, I know a lot of shit that I should not know. I haven't even got to the facilities. I haven't even got to things where things are buried. Why do I know cases that were in San Bernardino in 2005 when I was a child? I know a lot of shit that I haven't put off yet because every time I do, you guys see what kind of hell that we get. So like I said, Tupac, you know what I'm talking about, and you won't even be able to hide from your own family. Try me. I tried to go back to the hospital, St. Bernardines, California. I tried to go back and get some type of history.
And now, Wendy is allegedly behind the scenes also supporting the claims. Now, since Wendy's mental health is still in shambles and she is still on medication, there's a chance that she may just be repeating whatever she's hearing, but we'll just have to wait and see. If Pac is really Allie's biological father and he's hiding off somewhere, it's just a matter of time before the truth just comes, just like it did for literally everything else that was once called a conspiracy theory. As usual, people had their thoughts like this person who said, "She honestly looks like him, and we should all know by now that there are a lot of children born to parents in the industry who are also sold and mistreated to others in the industry." Another person said, "That's Tupac daughter for real for real. She looks just like Tupac. The first time I saw her face, I said she looks just like Tupac. There's no doubt that's his daughter." But now, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Wendy stepping in to defend Allie Carter? And do you really believe that Tupac is Allie's biological father? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.